Connecticut. Wesleyan University, where your Connecticut Polar Bears are taking on the Connecticut Northern Lights. Second game of the weekend. Coming off a strong 6-0 performance against the Shoreline Sharks last night. Bears have to turn around and have a mid-morning game against the Lights. This the final game of the CHC season. A couple of weeks, Bears will be taking on basically the same teams. Shake out the last standings. Exactly what shows up. Last night's winner was the winner of the Bears ticket. And off we go. Bears win the face-off. White, Callio, Boyle. That's all that's going on in the choppy video. And hopefully she'll be back. Callio sends it up to Maurice. Maurice takes it across the blue line. Peterson thought she was going to get that poke. Stick with that poke the way she anticipated. That puck will come all the way back here. That'll be icing call with 15 minutes and 50 seconds left. Ends up back with Rydell. Rydell shot, score! First goal for the Polar Bears. Rydell's score for the Polar Bears. Check. Shot by Gross. We'll come back to Gross. Forward intended for Rare, just behind her. Comes back to White. White looking for an outlet, finds it, and Maddie Rare. Rare, backhand. Lexi Savage. Gross, and that'll be White. Callio. Pass intended for Rare, picked off by the Lights, taken away by Savage, living up to her name. Puck behind the net, Bears on the line change. Out is Boyle. Up is LaRoche. Peterson also keeping that from turning into anything. Rydell and Dumansky, the blue liners for the Polar Bears. Peterson moves it toward the net after being unkindly shoved from behind. Then again, hockey is not exactly a nice sport. Rydell sets up the pass to Peterson. And off we go. Boyle, backhanded, looked like that was intended for Peterson, then for LaRoche in the second effort. Back to LaRoche. Backhand to Boyle. Boyle, backhand pass to Peterson, poked, but saved. LaRoche through the circle, buying time for the line change. Passes it back to Rydell. Rydell looking for her second. Sends it, kick save, not that time. Shot, save, kicked again. Murray. Sent that to Maurice. Then to LaRoche, then to Rydell. Back to Murray in the other corner. Everybody's running into everybody else. Kaylin Wallfield out. Maurice to Rydell. Wallfield. Maurice hoping to sneak it in, I think on the back of the pad. Rydell shot again, saved, this time in the glove. Stops play. Face-off ultimately won by the Northern Lights. Murray has it, takes it away, and that will not go quite as intended. Ends up back with Kepler. Brianna White sent that, ends up with Murray. Loss of an edge on the part of the Northern Light player. Hopefully she's okay. Maurice. Backhanded pass. I think she was anticipating someone was back there. Back to Maurice again. Wallfield setting up in front of the net. Knights take it away. White shot from the point. Backhand from Maurice. Backhand from Gross. Gross tried for it again, taken away by the Lights. White will have it after the Lights get it out of the zone. Rayer out. Gross to Maurice, back to Rayer. Rayer has a chance. Shot, goes in the top corner. 2 for the Polar Bears, this time for Maddie Rayer. That's 2 inside of 7 minutes for the Polar Bears. It's 17-minute periods, by the way. Rayer hungry. Savage takes the puck. Back intended for Dumansky. Play stops because of a dislodged net. Gross has it, gets it back to Rare. Lights will have a chance at it. Takes a shot. Ooh, that one I think went off the crossbar. White, Boyle. Boyle dodges through traffic, gets tripped, no call. That pass errant ends up in the bench. Boyle, I think, intended a pass to the center, just too low. Peterson waiting higher. Pass to the point ends up with Boyle, ends up with Peterson. Peterson will dump the puck, and the lines will switch out. Demonsky. Board battle. 3 polar bears, 2 lights. Bears end up with it. Boyle. Had it, wanted to send it to somebody. Wallfield. Move up the ice. Into the circle. Was caught up in traffic. Back to Wallfield. Wallfield shot. Net dislodged. So that stops play. Folks, I really am at a loss to describe what's happening with the video. My apologies. I'm going to pause and try to come back. Hopefully that solves the tech issues. White. Intended for Maurice, taken away by Rare. Backhanded pass. It's a Rare shrugging off one. Rare. Second opportunity. That time stopped by the Lights tender. Back to the point with Rydell. Rydell shot. That time off to the right. And that's with Demonsky. Gross. Rare will backhand shovel it. Back to Gross. Gross taken into the corner, takes the better of the exchange. Again. Be a high sticking call on Emma Gross. Fascinating. And so we'll meet down here. That time, shot looked like to the crowd that it was going to go in. Kepler looked nonplussed, I think, in the end with good reason. That'll come back. Rydell, Boyle, backhand. Lights, it'll have to be up to Rydell to take away the shot, which she does. Wallfield will have time, gets sent to the ice. Boyle, Wallfield. Again, the Lights playing a very physical game. Murray, Kallio. Kallio will move that up and around. No icing. Rare, back to Kallio. Kallio. And end up behind the net. Again with Maddie Rare. Rare sends it backhand. It ends up with Kallio at the in the circles. Gross now. Gross intended for Rare. Light sticks take that away. Aaron pass ends up with Murray. Murray sends it low. Save. Poke by Gross. And another save by the tender. LaRoche out with Peterson and Boyle. Kallio picks it up the blue line, sends it back. Boyle there. Wanted to get a pass off to Peterson. Peterson makes a stop in the corner and will engage in a disagreement. LaRoche turns, circle, takes fire. It's blocked. LaRoche smartly comes back. That puck ends up in the glove of Maddie Kepler. Maddie Kepler, Gracie Kepler, what am I going on about? 1:56 left in the first period. Face off down in the Bears' end. Yamanski backhands to Rydell off to Murray. Murray will find a long stretch pass. And Marcella Maurice, Kaylin Wallfield coming up and harassing. Maurice sends it over to Rydell. Rydell takes the shot. That'll be a save. 118. Wallfield taking the face off of the Polar Bears. Lights end up with it. Backhanded shot off the face mask of Kepler. Drops to the ice. Murray picks it up. Backhands it forward to Maurice, who finishes the job by putting it behind the goal line. Rydell manages to capture an odd bounce. Lights. I think a little half surprised to end up with it for a moment. Bears capitalizing the opportunity from Demonsky to Rare. Rare backhands intended for Rydell, taken away, and Rydell takes away the pass. Back to Rare. Savage. Rydell, Savage, and that will end the period. So, after one, Bears lead 2-0 over the Lights. See you back in a minute.
That's good, because if you were there, I'd be worried.
Welcome back, second period. Off to a start. Nothing changed in the last minute. Bears still leading 2-0. White, Kallio. Forward to Wallfield. Wallfield intended for Maurice. White ending up with it below the goal line. Sends it over the goal line. And it'll end up with Harper Murray. Murray still continuing to press. That'll come back. Peterson. Catch a long pass. Little drag curl intended for Boyle. Boyle takes a shot, tries to move it forward. We keep going. Shot, backhand, lots of movement. All scramble, no egg. Peterson, back to Demonsky. Demonsky to Rydell. Shot, let it go low. Rydell on a diving poke. Lights, best chance yet. Shot, saved by Kepler. Poked away, sent off to Demonsky. Oh, battle at the blue line. Rydell sends it over to Boyle. Boyle, forward intended for LaRoche, picked off. Ends up with Peterson instead. Peterson, the top of the circle, moves it toward the keeper. Despite the tripping attempt. A little collision in open ice, unintentional. White. You know, right now on the ice, we have number 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 8. The only thing that would make it a true sequence is if you had Emma, Eve, Brianna, Abby, and Alexis. Then it would truly be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, but not anymore. The mathematical sequence is gone, sadly. Got a 2-on-1. Wallfield takes the shot, sends it into the glove. Demonsky. Back to Rydell, blocked. Rydell almost gets a second. Thought a block might have gone errant and gone in. Maurice. Ends it back with Rydell. Rydell rips one. Save. Sounded like it went off the pads. That one eventually gets past Rydell. Lights will get a reprieve. Demonsky. That was intended for Wallfield, I think. Got past her, got past Murray, but still ends up with the Polar Bears. Wallfield gets past one. She's unencumbered. Takes a shot and sinks it. Kaylin Wallfield gets the third goal of the game. If memory serves, a pass from Rydell. She's certainly going past her and we're behind her in the line, so that would indicate such. Face-off, won by the Polar Bears, ends up with Peterson. Peterson wanted to get past the second. Peterson maintains control for a moment. Ends up to Kallio. Kallio will send it off to White. Shot. Off the keeper. Shot. That time from Peterson ended up with Boyle. Peterson intended the drop pass to end up again with Boyle, I think. But not that time. Kallio has it, however. Kallio to Boyle. Boyle. Intended for Peterson, just a little hot. White will send it back. Boyle. Again intended for Peterson. Lights will send that long. That should come back as an icing. There's the whistle. So it does. Rare on the face-off. Rare looking for number 2, as was Savage looking for number 1. Rydell, shot, save. Savage will be there to pick it up, sends it back. Rydell, back to Maurice. Maurice, forward, intended for Gross. Gross taking a punch to the face, but being called an icing. All right, that's cool. You know, who doesn't love a good punch to the face? Picked off by Wallfield, coming in running hot. Just for the moment, though. Maurice. Maurice playing Iron Man hockey here. Lining up as a forward, lining up as a defenseman. Love to see the flexibility. Wallfield, again, will have an opportunity with nobody in front of her other than the goalie. And that'll be number 2 for Kaylin Wallfield. Little dribble, little dangle, sends it over the pads. 4 for the Polar Bears, second of the game for Kaylin Wallfield. Back to White. Kallio. Back to Wallfield again. She's got another opportunity. Going for the hat trick. Gets sent into the net. Slow to get up. I think she's smiling and laughing. Yeah, she's smiling. All right, we're good. All's well. Dumansky. Ballfield dodges, weaves, gets sent into the boards. Demonsky, pass intended for Harper Murray. Shot from Brianna White, blocked by the lights. They pick it up and they'll get across the blue line. White taking her player into the boards. No call there. Kepler pokes that away smartly. And presumably at the next change, or the next stop of the clock rather, we will have our regularly scheduled goaltender exchange. Kallio finds a long pass in Dakota Boyle. Boyle across the blue line, buying time. Peterson ends up with it at center ice. Center ice, center of the slot. What am I saying? Boyle. High slot. Very high. Peterson. Backhanded pass intended for Boyle. She picks the breakaway pass, and that'll be stopped by Maurice. Bears will have to go back offside, and that high stick brings the puck down. Peterson on the shot. And there's the exchange of goalies. Looks like the lights are doing the same. So the Bears keeping the same forwards. Peterson to Maurice. Maurice, nice move. Shot. Loose. Another scramble exchange. Testing the new goaltender. Boyle, Maurice, high slot, fires. Hits somebody, goes up and over. LaRoche getting tripped up. Gets back up and fights. Peterson intended for LaRoche just to stick by a Northern Light. Kepler also equal to the challenge. Maurice, Peterson. Rydell. LaRoche. That'll come back. Bears change out their forwards. Already changed out their defensemen. Now with 6 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. And there we go. There's the mathematics. 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 8. Shot. Looks like it went high into the right of the goal. No ice. Gross has the puck, looks for pass. Wallfield calling for it. White. To Wallfield. Wallfield with the Jets. Out to Winnipeg. Wouldn't surprise me if she ended up there. Murray. Demonsky. Attempt on the tip-in by Wallfield. Another scramble. It's Wallfield to take the face off. Demonsky setting up as a winger. All right. Murray picked off by the lights. They'll escape across the blue line. Maurice not afraid to be aggressive in the corner. Finally gets it to Demonsky. Wallfield almost had it. Rydell faked a shot. Sends it back to Murray. Murray looking for somebody in the center. Trying to get it to Wallfield. Ends up with Kallio. To Maurice. Maurice will send that below the goal line. Bears. Final defenseman exchange. Could have been called for too many. Wallfield going for the hat trick. The natural hat trick. Wallfield cross-check to the head. But they didn't call the punch to the head on Emma Gross, so at least it's consistent. White. Peterson. The Northern Lights have a collision. Boyle. LaRoche. Seven on seven. LaRoche taking a beating. Not letting go. Love the tenacity. Back to White. White on the shot. Peterson wanted the tip in. Boyle takes a shot herself, goes down to the ice. Goaltender covers. 2:29 left in the second. Rare on the faceoff. Backhand to Rydell. Cross to Maurice. Maurice takes a shot. Goaltender makes the save. Rydell stops that puck from going into the neutral zone. Savage from a rebound on the shot by Rydell. Maurice. Rydell. Maurice will pick it up. Advances into the zone. Maurice, tenacious. Wallfield stops that puck from going out, as does Murray. Less than a minute now. Murray to Rydell. Rydell. Left puck gets across the blue line, trickles over. White. Demonsky sends it to the back corner. White skates around a little bit. Sends it to Demonsky. Demonsky ends up with it. Just off to the right. Demonsky sent down. No. Okay. White. Shot blocked. And there's the end of the period. So, after 2, 4-0 for the Polar Bears. Will it be a multiple of 2? Will we end up with a 6-0 score like yesterday? We'll find out in just a moment. Apologies, welcome back. Third period set to begin. Just a little excitement down in front of the Bears net. White will send that up. Lights have a chance. That one goes off to the left. The angle made it look like it was going to go in, but it did not. Boyle finds a pass, chip to Peterson. Peterson makes the curl. Backhand on a surging Boyle. Maurice, shot, save. Rydell. And that officially comes back as an icing call. Bears send out a new set of forwards. Keep the defenseman. Rydell sends that shot off to the left. Maurice to Murray. Wallfield tried to pick it up. That'll come back for the moment into the lights zone. Wallfield, aggressive, lifts the stick, takes the puck back, looks for the pass, intended for Murray. Rydell will send that. Ends up being blocked. Opportunity. It's the goaltender. Looks like they lost her balance. That puck will come back. 14-11 left in the game. Savage, Rare, Gross, Kallio, White. And we got my favorite line, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 8. And come back to White. White will send it to Savage. Savage will advance it across the blue line. Savage has the puck, gets it to Rare. Goalie makes the stop, loses the rebound. White on the move. White tries for the reach, good intentions. Rydell doing everything she can to move that puck, and she did. A little bit of everybody getting in there. Maurice protecting. LaRoche into the corner. Peterson ends up with it. Finds Maurice. Maurice on the shot. Blocked. Backhand from Boyle. Or not Boyle. Sorry, LaRoche. Covered. .11:51. Maurice wanted to send that. We have a clash of sticks. Wallfield has it, looking for a wraparound. Back to Rydell. Rydell. All right, Wallfield, Dumansky. Murray, Kallio, White, shot by Kallio. White behind the goal line to Dumansky. Dumansky forward to Wallfield. She's got one behind her. Back to Wallfield after he's poked away through the circle. Sends it over to Kallio. Kallio sends it back to Wallfield. Wallfield rips one. Ends up with Rydell. Rydell to Rare. Good save, good read by the goaltender. Stops that with 9:53 left on the clock. So we'll have Rare, Savage, Gross, Rydell, and Maurice. Maurice sends that. Gotta go high. Savage back to Rydell. Rydell. Ooh, that was almost an own goal. Maurice takes a shot off of Gross. Emma's gonna feel that. Rare gets that away. LaRoche. Peterson tried to rip one from center, stopped by a stick, almost went in, all the same. Maurice to Peterson, to Rydell, to LaRoche. That'll be offside. Peterson wearing a little pink on her skates and a pink hairband in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Kallio takes that away. Boyle will send it to LaRoche. LaRoche intended for Peterson. Peterson being grabbed and everything. Boyle. The high slot. Sends it back to White. White over to Kallio. Kallio. Boyle was there. Northern Lights get the puck across the blue line. LaRoche intended for Boyle. Boyle wanted to get it down on the ice. White trying to get it to Peterson. Northern Lights trying to get physical with Wallfield. Learns that's perhaps not the best way to go. 6:54. That puck will come back as an icing. Not sure why number 15 was off the ice, but she's back for the Northern Lights. Jamonski, backhand, a little fake shot. Murray fights off a couple. Wallfield got the puck away, just a little, perhaps too much adrenaline. Gross, Rare, and Savage out. Savage stops the pass or the dump to get it out of the zone. Manages to get it deep for the Bears. They can set up for board battle. Rare takes a shot, it's blocked, ends up bouncing off a helmet. Rare will keep that in the zone for the Bears. Rydell comes off, White comes on. Gross rips it. Savage was there. Kallio was too, and she gets shoved off. All right, LaRoche, Peterson, Boyle, Kallio, and White. White sends it into the glove. Well, we have some fun numbers out here. We have 24, 42, and 5, 6, and 7. So, you know, palindromes and sequences. White again, shot again, save again, frozen again, face off again. There we go, White. A high slot. Takes a shot. That time it's blocked. Ooh, it's different. Bears will have to retreat. Boyle taking it away. Sends it to LaRoche. LaRoche tries to move it forward. Peterson sends it through the paint. Boyle toward Kallio, ends up with LaRoche instead. Boyle to LaRoche. LaRoche, I think, intended for that to go to Peterson. And we'll just have some play here. Kallio has it at her feet, taken away by a couple of Northern Lights swarming her. One might say a constellation. Oh, my apologies. Looks like we lost the scoreboard cam. Wallfield. We'll take a little trip. Northern Lights have it. Murray taking it away. And that'll go in. Nora Dumansky getting congratulated on a job well done. So that'll make 5 for the Polar Bears. That time off the efforts of Nora Dumansky. Rydell. Dumansky, Wallfield through the paint. Minute 47 now. Wallfield. Oh, backhand drag, takes a shot. Stopped. Gross to Rydell. Rydell trying to shoot through traffic, ends up off a shin guard. Rydell gets it to Gross. Ends up back with Maurice after a brief exchange with the Northern Lights. Up to Rare. Savage. Maurice wanted to get it to Rare. 30 seconds. Defenseman exchange. Looks like they're just going to leave the forwards up. White. Just chewing up time. Over to Kallio. Forward to Savage. Rare. White. And that buzzer ends the game. Final score will be 5-0 in favor of the Polar Bears. That's it for this weekend. See you next weekend in Massachusetts as the Polar Bears take on Assabet Valley. That'll be the final game before the state tournament. And who knows what that's going to entail. So, we'll see you back in a week. Take care.